Izumi is a second-year student starting his first day, so he makes sure to leave early that morning. He does not want to keep Shikimori Micchon, his girlfriend, waiting. But there is something special about Izumi. He frequently gets into minor collisions and doesn't appear to have any good fortune. That day, as soon as he left the house, he tripped over a stone outside, fell to the ground while dodging bird droppings, and kept his girlfriend waiting for a while. Izumi shows up at the agreed-upon location, huffing and puffing, with his hair in a tangle. Shikimori does not mind that the boy apologizes for being late. She is a cute and kind girl who always has empathy for Izumi's struggles, even when he keeps her waiting. They travel there on foot together. Izumi finds his girlfriend attractive, but she occasionally exhibits a less attractive side. What possibly could this mean? A speeding truck is coming their way as they pass the sidewalk on their way to school. Izumi is rescued by Shikimori after she quickly comes to her senses. She inquires as to his well-being. This, along with their sudden proximity, causes Izumi to flush. His girlfriend can be extremely cool at times while other times she isn't at all cute. He is fascinated by how Shikimori, who is a cute and sweet girl, could be so cool. He feels good inside after seeing this side of her. At last, the couple shows up at the school. A row of stunning cherry blossoms in full bloom welcomes them. They check which class sections they are in as their first morning task. They both hope and ask to be in the same class this coming year. However, Shikimori does not speak out much about this. While Izumi cries out in prayer that he will once more be in the same class as his girlfriend, she maintains a cool and collected demeanor. When they learn that they will be in the same class again this year, they realize that their prayers have been heard. They share a class with their friends Hachimitsu Yui and Yuzuka Shu and Nekazaki Kyowo. Shikimori and Izumi part ways for a short while, with Shikimori going with Hachimitsu, and Nekazaki and Izumi accompanying in Yuzuka. Shikimori could no longer conceal her happiness at being in the same class as her boyfriend once she assumed Izumi and Shu were gone. Enjoy, the young girl screams her heart out. She is ecstatic, as Hachimitsu notes. Izumi is relieved to see Shikimori enjoying this small victory and to know that he is not alone in feeling this way. When she learns that her boyfriend witnessed her yelling in that manner, her face turns bright red. Self-introductions are being held in class. Izumi is asked to introduce himself first by the homeroom teachers. He pronounces his name incorrectly, saying Izumi instead of Izumi, and it leaves quite an impression. Izumi feels embarrassed as the entire class laughs. The eraser suddenly flies toward Izumi as a classmate wipes the board during their break. Shikimori, who is nearby, successfully uses her quick reflexes to stop the board eraser from striking Izumi. Instead, it strikes her in the head. Izumi wipes the chalk dust from his girlfriend's hair as he expresses regret for having such bad things happen to him constantly. This action causes Shikimori to flush. She excuses herself out of embarrassment and leaves the room to use the restroom. While Shikimori is absent, some of Izumi's classmates approach him and inquire as to why he has a cute girlfriend when he is such a dull person. They also warn him to exercise caution because Shikimori may also be harmed by his bad luck. Shikimori hears this after just leaving the restroom. Izumi is informed when she arrives that she wants to leave. She glares at their classmates, becoming irate on her boyfriend's behalf, before turning around and walking away. Even though they are terrified of her, the boys are still smitten with her because they think she is attractive. What a bunch of ungrateful cretins. Izumi is told by Shikimori not to be concerned about what their classmates are saying. Izumi does not appear to be bothered by it at all, though, and Yuzuka invites Izumi to hang out after school. Shikimori, Hachimitsu, and Nekazaki discover that they were all originally going to hang out separately, so they all decide to hang out together instead. They choose to visit a bowling alley, and Yuzuka and Nekazaki are both animated and in a competitive mood when they are in the alley. They thankfully stop talking when the others tell them to. Izumi becomes agitated while they are conversing when he notices Shikimori's nape, so that it wouldn't get in the way while they were playing. His girlfriend put her hair up. He is so agitated that he asks Yuzuka to accompany him as they search for their balls. Izumi is swooning at the sight of a girl's nape in a manner that would be right at home among Victorian men. Once the boys are gone, Nekazaki and Hachimitsu huddle close to their friend. The girlfriends of Shikimori give her advice on how to make herself look bad at bowling so that Izumi will find her attractive. According to Yui, being bad at something makes a girl cute. First off, Yuzuka consumes 7 pins. Nico comes in second, scoring a tiny bit lower than Shu. Despite dropping the bowling ball too slowly, Hachimitsu manages to record a strike. Shikimori thinks about the advice her friends just gave her before it's her turn. She struggles with whether she should appear cool or cute in front of her boyfriend. Izumi consistently receives the lowest score among his friends when they are just hanging out, suggesting that his bad luck continues even in this situation. Izumi exhorts Shikimori to give it her all when it's time for plating. She decides to abandon her cute girl persona at this point and adopt a fully cool one. Even the other bowlers at the facility are cheering for her after she manages to get several consecutive perfect strikes. Izumi is astounded by his girlfriend's ability to be so cool. He also finds her to be equally adorable. Shikimori prevents Izumi from being struck in the face by a newspaper on that windy day as they are making their way home. The boy feels bad about it, but his girlfriend tells him he doesn't have to because she is used to it. Izumi confesses to feeling pitiful because he is constantly dependent on her for safety. Shikimori is stopped in her tracks by this. She inquires about his reaction to what the boys said to him. Izumi replies that he does nothing for her and that they are correct in any case. Before he can continue, a sizable store sign breaks and lands directly on Izumi. Shikimori manages to kick the sign away from her boyfriend, demonstrating that her coolness hasn't yet faded. We can all agree that she is his defender at this point, his knight in shining armor. She assures him that all he has to do is stick by her side and that she will continue to defend him out of pure desire. Izumi's heart begins to race at this. She hears him confess his love for her. She corrects him for saying that in that situation while blushing. The boys are playing soccer while the girls are playing volleyball on the day of the ball sports tournament. Izumi intends to support Shikimori because he is aware that he is terrible at sports and frequently finds himself in dangerous situations. His intentions to assist Shikimori are foiled, though, when he learns that the dates for the boys' soccer game and the girls' volleyball match are the same. Holding her hands, he assures her that he will be supporting her throughout, even though they are apart. Of course, Izumi's bad luck and clumsiness combine to cause him to experience one setback after another during the boys' soccer game. His shoe tie comes undone as he tries to catch the ball from Onizuka, sending him to the ground. Shikimori observes this distantly and is concerned for him. In another instance, he tries to kick the ball, but a strong wind gust sweeps it away. He stumbles and hits the ground once more. The ball striking him in the head was the last of the series of bad luck. The volleyball match is about to begin, but Shikimori rushes to him because her overly protective side could no longer stand to see any of this. The nurse's office is where Izumi is taken. Shikimori keeps watching over him there, obviously concerned for his welfare. He assures her that he is fine. Knowing he caused her to worry once more makes him feel bad. She examines the large scar on his forehead as she runs her fingers through his hair. Izumi reveals to her that he has previously endured some terrible wounds. She advises him to simply remain by her side because she worries a lot about him. Izumi claims that he, too, can protect Shikimori as soon as she is about to leave for her volleyball match. When he responds that perhaps they could just stay under the covers together and forego the game, his girlfriend teases him. Izumi is taken aback by this, and his face turns red. She chuckles before heading out for her match. Shikimori and Nico's team is playing against the volleyball club's ace in the girls' volleyball match. Right now, their class is losing. The timing of Izumi and Onizuka's arrival is ideal. Shikimori is inspired when Izumi summons the courage to shout at her to give it her all. Shikimori's efforts, as well as those of the other team members, help their class win the game. Izumi congratulates her and holds her hand while saying what a great job she did. She responds, her voice trembling once more, that the only reason she succeeded was that he supported her. He points out that she is very athletic, whereas he had to leave the soccer game early. She reassures him by saying that he always appears cool when he is working hard. He feels pleased and a little shy when his girlfriend compliments him. Shikimori gains several supporters as a result of that volleyball match. All of them request photos and autographs until they see Izumi. After learning that he's also cute, the fans inquire as to whether he is her boyfriend. Shikimori finally takes action when someone makes advances toward him. A few days later, Shikimori is still surrounded by some of her supporters as they take a break. They are gushing over her, and some have even invited her to join them for dinner. Even Nekazaki has her followers. 10:45 it appears that the volleyball game had a significant impact on the two. Izumi, however, has a problem with this. He is unable to even approach Shikimori because she is constantly surrounded by her admirers. A ball flies toward Izumi as she and Onizuka are positioned by the window. By pushing him out of the way and striking him in the face, Onizuka defends him. This is observed by Shikimori, who becomes envious of Onizuka for being too close to Izumi. He has experienced some setbacks without her by his side and has only had the other boy to keep him safe. Izumi strolls alone that day after school, lost in thought. Shikimori saves him after he slips on the staircase and is about to fall. She tells him straight out that the only person she wants to take home with her is him. Izumi encounters a resentful Shikimori, who accuses him of spending more time with Onizuka recently than with her. Izumi shrugs it off and tells her that he's going to wait for her at the school entrance because he's been missing her company. Shikimori hears this and is simultaneously delighted and anxious. As usual, they decide to walk home together. Onizuka offers Izumi free tickets for 2 people one day after school. Onizuka gives them to Izumi. He can't use them because he has to go to work. And with that, the young couple decides to go see a movie. That evening, Izumi reflects on all the occasions when he went out with Shikimori and all the calamities he caused her to endure. He decides to put a lot of effort into his preparation for their date the following day to avoid those regrettable incidents from happening again. The boy eventually has a backpack that is overflowing with items. He makes certain that they will be ready the following day. Shikimori, on the other hand, struggles to decide what to wear. She is creating such a commotion that her attractive older brother enters her room to see what she has been up to. When he inquires about her plans for the following day, she replies that she will be seeing a movie with a friend. Without asking her any more questions, her brother merely wishes her luck. When the date finally comes, Izumi is not having a good day. He ends up leaving the backpack he was supposed to bring at home because the strap on it snapped. Along the way, Izumi finds a lost child and brings her to the police station. Shikimori still arrives earlier than him and is waiting for him at their meeting spot even though he is early this time. He is too shocked to speak when he first sees her. Shikimori even has a cuter appearance today than usual. She asks him if she looks strange and why he is staring at her, but he quickly responds that she looks lovely. Izumi imagines how their date at the movies will go as she boards the train to the theater. He observes them sharing a kiss while enjoying a romantic film. Shikimori worries because she misinterprets his red face as a fever. She is reassured by the boy that his excitement is simply for watching a movie with her. When the two of them enter the theater, they are debating which of the films playing should be seen. Izumi wonders what kinds of movies Shikimori enjoys, and she assumes that she might enjoy romance or action movies. What movie does she want to see? He inquires. She responds that anything is acceptable to her and that she will watch whatever he requests. Izumi has observed that Shikimori consistently prioritizes him over her, so this time he wants to choose an option that she finds appealing. He insists that she watch whichever movie she wants to see. She is forced to choose which movie they should watch after realizing how passionate he is about it. He also says that he wants to learn more about her by finding out what kinds of movies she enjoys. Izumi is shocked when Shikimori decides to watch a horror movie. He replies that he is comfortable with horror films when she asks if he could handle them. He finds out that she still experiences fear but that she also finds it impossible to stop watching. Izumi daydreams once more, this time picturing his girlfriend becoming frightened in the movie theater and clinging to him. He believes that this is his chance to finally prove to her just how manly he is. The movie begins as soon as they walk into the cinema. However, Izumi's fantasies are unfounded because it is he who is utterly terrified of the film. To show him that he is not alone, Shikimori holds his hand throughout the entire film. He thanks her after the movie and claims that if it weren't for her, he might have fainted. Even though he was petrified out of his mind, at least he got to hold her hand. The two were going to go out and eat some fancy candies when Izumi's bad luck struck once more and he discovered that his wallet was missing even though he had tied it to a string fastened to his pants. Shikimori accepts his apology and responds that it's okay because she is a forgiving girlfriend. They encounter Izumi's parents while walking. Shikimori is invited to a meal at their home. Shikimori is happy to comply. Shikimori is warmly welcomed at the Izumi home by Izumi's parents. She stops a fork from striking Izumi, demonstrating her cool demeanor. His mother dropped the tongs she was holding and the fork flew. We now understand that bad luck runs in families. His parents are astounded when they see this. She is treated like a princess and given some of their best meals. They are informed by Shikimori that the food is delectable and can be found in a restaurant. She is assured that she is welcome to visit their home at any time by his parents. Shikimori is shyly asked how she can be unnerved when she is in her boyfriend's home when Izumi remarks that she isn't at all nervous. When Izumi's father overhears this, he congratulates the girls on their flirtatious behavior in front of him. After a satisfying meal, Izumi falls asleep, and Shikimori offers to assist his mother with the dishes. Her support of him is acknowledged by his mother. Shikimori is kindly asked to not lose her patience with her in exchange for a favor. Shikimori's mother suggests that Shikimori's misfortune must have caused him hardships as well, but Izumi responds that she doesn't see it that way and that his misfortune makes him kind. She also says that his mother need not be concerned because she will look out for him. His mother is left speechless after this brief admission of her feelings for Izumi and even remarks that she wishes Shikimori was her girlfriend. Izumi's father, who also heard everything, quips that his wife is having an affair right in front of him.